So I'm gonna start the recording. So welcome to Incubator, really number 11, but I gave y'all a bonus. So this is number 10, the Producers Incubator, number 10. I'm excited. We're gonna be talking today about various different things, and I'm gonna share my screen now. Because one thing that is new is the new Zandra TV. As y'all know, we've been going through rebranding, and it has just been, I would say that it's the most fabulous experience that I have had in a long time. But when things are fabulous, they're also challenging. So I'm like, oh my, it is a lot to rebrand. So I really feel for Lori Dixon, who just have been working on a rebrand as well. Michelle, I know that you're constantly reinventing, like, okay, you know, lemonade, lemon drops, just because you have to be in constant movement, because why? Faith without works is dead. And so you have to be faithfully moving in the right direction. So our agenda today is, y'all know I'm gonna start out with prayer, and then I'm gonna do some company updates. And I've got a short video that's about 2.5 minutes that I wanna show you that really will create an understanding of the true essence of Zandra TV Network. I also want to share with you the new look of our website. When I tell you it is Netflixy, I'm so excited. So I'm going to share that with you. Up and coming events, I want to cover informational meeting. I want to talk about that. And then I want to talk just briefly about commercials. But today, in our next meeting is really to talk about, are you going to continue to be a producer versus an executive producer? And that's hard to decide, right? If I ain't told you, like, what is an executive producer all about? I mean, y'all see me running around like a chicken with my head cut off, but you probably don't know why. And so I'm gonna tell you why. And then I have a guest speaker coming in today. It is going to be Tina Torres, and she's going to be talking about the value of relationship, because as you come out of this incubator, relationships will be the way that you will socialize and monetize. So it's an important piece of the pie. So she's going to come in and talk about that. I want to talk about sponsor commercials and, oh, no, I'm not talking about that. And then again, reinforce the peer support team. I had some on there, shouldn't have been on there. And then last but not least, the graduation ceremony is scheduled for May 3rd. It is going to be recorded. It is going to be streamed live to Facebook. It is going to be on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. So we'll talk about that. So I'm gonna start out with the word of prayer. Father God, I come to you. Thank you for yet another opportunity to pour into these producers that are here on the call today. Lord, I ask that everything that they touch turns to pure gold. I ask that you open their minds, their hearts, and their spirit to receive what we have for them today. Give them to know, God, that they have to lean in totally and really go after this with great power. You have everything. They have everything inside of them in order to prevail. I ask that you bless their businesses individually, and then you bless us collectively to be able to continue to strengthen Zandra TV Network. These prayers and all other prayers I ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I heard somebody coming in. I said, well, let me go and cut it short. All right. So I'm going to start out with the brand update. I first want to share with you the new infrastructure. So I'm going to see if I can make that happen in here. I'm probably gonna have to do a new share. Y'all know how it is. Let me do a new share of the new Zandra TV network. So this is the new Zandra TV network. What do I love the most? Let me show y'all what I love the most. Isn't this just amazing? A plethora, everybody's shows will be shown on the slider. Now, this slider that you see will be a slider that will be for sponsored shows. So for right now, we're doing my 2 shows, right? But eventually, this is an area that you could have your show highlighted right on Zandra TV Network, and it'd be at the very top. This is prime real estate. And so know that that's the look and feel of where we're going. Then the shows themselves, you guys, just it's going to be remarkable. So these are all of the shows that are on the channel today. But you see how we went to the more Black look. It looks more Netflixy, more TV-esque. The logo even being without the, y'all know I love my son with the swish. I said, but get the swish and the sun gotta go. Because we need to kind of shore this up so that it is truly a TV network. And so this is the new network. So I'm gonna stop sharing on that. What y'all think?
Looks amazing.
It's gonna be so good. Oh my. I want to get to it.
Elegant, beautiful.
Be anxious for nothing, but through much prayer and supplication. And I promise y'all, I'm praying so that this could come to life. It is going to set us apart from anybody else that's trying to come up with something in the industry. We are already set apart. How are we set apart, y'all? Because I see other people trying to pop up with Roku and that kind of thing, but they don't have any content. We are the content leaders in streaming TV. It is unheard of that in less than a year and a half, we will have over 21 shows that are all different shows to help people navigate their journey. So with that, I want to share something else with you. Dr. Brenda, did you have something? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all know how hard it is for me to find something always. But this is the story. And so I want to share this with you. And I probably got to do a new share because I know how this silly thing works. Let me see, share. Can y'all see a blank screen?
It's blank.
Okay, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Stop share, hold on. Gotta do it again. Let me share it again because I didn't share the sound. Blank screen?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to the new Zondra TV network. The way this all started is because I wanted to pull my best girlfriends together so that we could sit around the fire and talk about real life topics. I didn't want to talk about Hollywood. I wanted to talk about topics that could help people to navigate their lives. Here we are, Zondra TV. I never saw this coming. When many of the opportunities were given to me, they were given to me with really having only 2 shows to televise. I then started to hear, I'd like to have a show on your network. And I was like, you do? I heard people saying, I want to be interviewed by you, Zondra. And I said, you do? That's how Zondra TV Network all came about. It was because I wanted to spend time with my girlfriends and have it recorded and do like everybody else and put it on social media and let people see our conversation about who we are. And here we are today, Zondra TV Network, not only with just 2 shows, but we have a plethora of shows. And why do we have those shows? Because we want to encourage, inspire, and motivate you to live the life that we know you deserve. I'm a baby boomer with millennial tendencies. I was born in the baby boomer stage, but I yet have this millennial tendency to embrace technology. I'm literally creating a platform for small business entrepreneurs to have the exposure that they really deserve, to really create a space for small business entrepreneurs to be able to tell their story. I want to make sure that people are equipped with the skills that they need in order to be able to tell that story more effectively. Never minimize humble beginnings, because where we started and where we are today, it is leaps and bounds in the direction to help people to be able to maneuver their life. We started with 2 shows, and today we're looking at well over a dozen different shows. That means that we're trying to help you on every level that we possibly can to live your life, the life that you deserve. This is not just a network. This is a community. This is a tribe of people that have a desire to be able to tell their story and to tell it well. And we believe that it's important that we help you to tell that well. I want you to experience the new Zondra TV network where you will be heard, you'll be seen, and yes, you're going to grow. So until we meet, as I always say, Continue to be the best you. Peace. Look at me grinning.
Awesome.
Yes, great. That's really well. Love it.
Really good. That's beautiful. Wow.
Love it.
So that is going to be our launch. You know, we have to do a reveal for everything, right? You know, so y'all got it first dibs. You got the reveal. The reveal is going to be a plethora of different types of things, but that video will be a major component of telling the story. Because Michelle Foss, you know, telling the story is what makes people go like, oh my God, oh my, I could be that. I could be on that network. I could be a part of that. I could be a part of that tribe. This is a tribe. This is not just you here to be a producer. This is a tribe. We are a tribe of people that really believe in the power of telling your story. Every last one of you, everything that you do, it's about the power of the story. If I think about Lachelle, the power of Lachelle's story, it's not just that she's America's supermom. The power of her story is she has 15 children and grandchildren. And by the way, nothing is an excuse for her. Nothing stops her from prevailing. I mean, am I the only one who want to just get up and run off? I mean, to me, it's just amazing. So it is part of storytelling. This is an example of how you will run your business moving forward. Anything that you do, you need to make a big deal out of it because it is the story that people buy. They're not buying the logo, even though I love my logo with circle and the switch, but they didn't buy the logo. They were buying the message. The message is why be left behind as a small business entrepreneur. Be heard, be seen, and grow, because that is what it takes for you to grow. If nobody knows, it didn't happen. So this is how you do it. So thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank each and every one of you. You all are what I would call simply amazing. And I feel blessed and so highly favored that God brought you to my life and to Zandra TV Network. You are making the difference. So thank you. All right. Any other comments before we go down to real business? Y'all know I'm so excited. All right. Cool beans. So let me go back to the agenda and we'll dive right in. So I want to spotlight out here. So I'm spotlighting. Congratulations, Sister Soldier. You had your reveal. You are on TV with several episodes. Yes, 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 yes. But sister, I think you need to do a second reveal because you didn't show no show. You didn't show no real. I said, well, where's the real?
Uh-oh.
We had
I'll put it out there.
I said, oh, she need a second reveal. It's okay to have a second reveal, so it's okay to do it again. So I want to let you know that, but I thought it was amazing. You had a lot of people in the house, and that was really awesome. Also, I wanted to show y'all the other two shows that have just been added from the collaboration that we have done with Dreamspire TV. We now have the Power Up Show, Maximize Your Potential, and the Authors Lounge. And the goal of the Authors Lounge is for people that just want to get up and talk about their book that they wrote or the anthology that they're in. And then this Authors Lounge also has a store, so people can store their books there as well. So those are two new shows that have come to the network, and we're excited about that. We'll see how this collaboration will work. And then Real Life Without Excuses. Yay! It's coming to bear. I'm so excited. Oh, Lachelle, I am excited. And I'm gonna tell you, her thing is March 8th. Mark your calendars. Listen, you all have to support one another. Why? Because we're a family and we're a tribe, and we all be there together and we support each other, because that is what is really key in business. That's part of us doing our relationship building, and you don't know who's going to be on the line. But I'm excited about Real Life Without Excuses, because it really is like, I don't want to call it reality, but Lachelle is kind of on the reality side. It's the real life that she lives. Her kids are in it. It's just, her husband is in it. We get to see her grounds on how many acres, Lachelle? 10, 8, a whole bunch of acres. But at any rate, we get to kind of see her life behind the scenes and how she is able to live this life with 15 children and some grandchildren. So we're excited. March 8th is coming. It is around the corner. Look for Lachelle to be giving us all of the details of how to sign in to her reveal. Now, if Lachelle, are you on the line?
I'm on the line. I was stuck in Clubhouse. Okay. That's what happened. I
Look
have a
here.
room that lasted for an hour, but it went into 2 hours. So I'm sorry I was about 10 minutes late.
I said,
Yeah.
we already called you out, don't you? I said,
Mhm.
I know she in Clubhouse. I know she.
That my ears were burning. Yeah.
So, Lachelle, I would love for you, and I'm going to stop share for a moment so that we really
Okay.
can see you. I'm going to stop
Okay.
share. But what I want you to talk about, Lachelle, and I'm going to make the view on speaker. What I want you to talk about, Lachelle, is how you were doing this reveal. She took
Oh
this
yeah.
reveal and is monetizing. So,
Mhm.
so share with them, because I think it's the creativity of each producer that gives us, it gives us ideas on what we could do. So I'm gonna turn it
Okay.
over to you, Lachelle.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all for having me today. I love to always be able to speak. You know what I mean? God is good. But what I did was created different levels of tickets for the reveal. So there's free tickets for people, but then I have $100, $250, and I have an overall sponsor for $2,000. So what that looks like is my show is going to have a new episode to be launched every month. So every month there's a launch of the new show, and it's around a theme. So those who are mid-level, around the 250 mark, they will be involved in a subscription box campaign. So every time that the new reveal comes, the people who participate will receive a subscription box related to the theme of the show. So the first one that they receive is going to actually be after the reveal. It will be like a souvenir book. I think I'm going to put a copy of my book in there for those that come to the launch. And then the next month, it'll be theme oriented to every show that is released. So that is how I was able to do it. I also am offering a patron um, way that you can monetize for like $20. So if you want to be included on my Eventbrite, you know how you're able to add like an image or a video, then I'm giving people the option to add something to that for $20 if they want to be mentioned. So that is pretty much my philosophy for the reveal.
Honey, 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 honey. I was like, you doing what? But to me, that's the beauty of being in this incubator, is because you get good ideas. We are better together, you guys. At the end of the day, this tribe is better together. I think that is very ingenious and shows complete innovation on how to monetize her content, even by doing a reveal every month. It's another reveal of the show, but you calling people together and creating that tribe is how you start monetizing. Michelle Foster's doing it. Look at that that lemon drops rising. That thing is off the chain. I mean, she's pulling people together. And what does she do? First couple of sessions were free, but after that, $27 a month. Why? Because she knows the value of $27 a month times 500 people. You might not have 500 when you start, but you add that amount, and that is residual income every single month. So great job, Lachelle. I love what you're doing. Awesome. Any questions for Lachelle? All right. Okay, so y'all know I'm excited. Look,
I do. What
I
time?
wanted to add one thing
What
too. I have
time?
some slides for people if they want for Clubhouse. I created a slide deck for that because I have only been on for 5 weeks maybe, and I have 1.4K followers on Clubhouse. So if you guys want the slides or something for the way that I go through that, let me know.
No, it. So the answer is, look, everybody going, yes, 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 yes. So the answer is yes, get it to me so I can send it out with this deck. Yeah, no, definitely. That is what this is about. I mean, 1.4, but you see she was late to this meet. Because, baby, when I tell you Lachelle is on Clubhouse, every time I turned around, I said, well, she eating elephants in 21 days.
Another
But I feel
strategy
you,
too.
okay?
This is
But
another strategy with the elephant thing. I have a link on LinkedIn. So people that aren't on Clubhouse, they can go on the LinkedIn chat. And I have been putting videos on there. I just started this one again in March. But the people that come in the room, I'm telling them to put their information on there. I'm telling them how to monetize and draw people to them. So that's going to draw people to that room, that site, everybody making money.
yeah, everybody making money. Because let me tell you the other thing she doing. She having guest speakers. And see, here's the thing, you got to reverse engineer Clubhouse. Okay, mindset. This is all about your mindset. Everything else is like OPA, OPP, other people's platform, other people's audience, right? But with Clubhouse, you have to reverse engineer by bringing people to your stage that will bring the following. You get what I'm saying? So mindset, don't get stuck in one mindset. You'll miss out. Reverse engineer Clubhouse and your life will change. And that's what I'm watching Lachelle. I'm watching her reverse engineer Clubhouse. Okay. So just something to think about, y'all. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm so proud. I love it.
Lori has a question. Lori has a
Go
question.
ahead. Yeah.
I have to say really quickly, Lachelle, you're in my feed like every so often all day long. And so when you think about that, it's one of the reasons why is people want to see what you're doing to even be in the feed that often. So it's even constantly getting your name and your brand out there, because it doesn't just say Lachelle, it says America's Supermom, which then catches me. May I bring up one really fast thing, Zandra? Is that okay?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay. For those of you that also have a podcast, and I know many of you do, we are in the middle of launching. There is a new app only for podcasters, and we're going to be doing some information sharing on how that works. And it's called the Stereo app. And so people are making 30,000 a month and 30,000 a week, because you're paid every person that comes in and every person you share with, and if you bring a tribe in, because they want to grow the bandwidth of people doing podcasts because it's interactive. So if you think about a podcast being one way, it's kind of like a little bit like Clubhouse, but it's the space in between those is the way I've been defining it as for people, because they can pop in a message or a question and then you're answering it real time almost like a live radio show. And so you can have guests on it, all of the above. So I'll be reaching out to all of you to even have you guys on that piece, talking about what you're doing. So I wanted to let you know to just download the app. That's all you need to know right now. And that way you can follow people on there that are podcasters, but also those of us that are, then we'll have the ability to really be able to network with each other on there too. So that's just my little quick thing today.
What is it called again?
It's
Yeah,
called
put it in the chat.
Stereo.
Put it in the chat.
Stereo. Go in the app, go in your app store or go in your Android store and look for Stereo.
Oh,
Is it called Stereo Podcast?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So then, okay, because I've got a question about it, because Ben had a podcast. Is it audio only?
Yes. So it's
Oh,
like
well then-
Clubhouse.
So then would I take my Anchor content and move it over to Stereo Podcast?
You can. They really want you to do it as a offshoot of what you're doing in a podcast. And so you're really live while you're on there. So you could be bringing over, let's say you could be repurposing some of the discussions that you have off of RealBiz. And then having even those people come on again live with you and letting others ask them questions. So there's ways to go back and reference. So I get trained in it this week and next. I know. So I know.
No, I let me tell you, because I got a mind, I have a business mind. So
Yep.
I feel like, let me say this. I don't want y'all jumping. I want you to
Yes.
strategize.
Yes.
Because let me tell you, if you are taking the option for appearance fee, this might be an additional component that you add as a benefit, and you can upsell to that.
Correct.
And if you'd like to be live so people can hear, because,
Right.
okay, so I think this takes us thinking about this strategically, how to position it, make it work for you.
And my new team that's picked up my podcast they're requiring all their podcasters to now be on Stereo, and they're teaching us how to use it. And so they see this as where they're getting sponsors and you're getting product people that want to follow you. Again, I'm bouncing off of what Lachelle just said. And so Lachelle, this could even be another way to monetize and have you add that in for people that are sponsoring and want a spotlight, because it can be sold on there as well. And so that's the whole idea of it, is to also have a platform where marketers and sponsors can also have more information out there. So, and I love the idea of it being fully interactive. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have
I
more
love it.
info, and I want to learn more with what Lachelle is doing, and I'll be glad to then share with you all how we're using Stereo app, and then ways maybe we can monetize it and how we're going to be monetizing it. So
Yeah.
I'd be glad to do that. So
Yeah. So then, Lori, I don't know how anybody else feels about it, but I would like to be able to develop a strategy.
Yeah.
Because if we develop a strategy, it's something that we all can use versus all of us having to be over here, over there, distant.
correct.
Because I think it makes sense. Why do I think it makes sense, y'all? Did you hear me say I have a podcast on Anchor? Ben had a podcast on
Exactly.
Anchor.
Exactly.
Because people like my voice. So hey, I might as well be on Anchor, and I'm on Spotify, and I've got that. But the real deal is, how do you take that and marry this new technology into being an additional benefit to
Yes.
allow you to be able to charge even more.
Yes. As well as you're paid for followers, you're paid for other product companies that want to be able to link. So that's how we're learning about it, because it is a strategy for them. So
Yeah.
we're going to just lift it from there and come over, and we're all going to use
Yeah.
it. You know?
And we're gonna figure out how to use it and make it that's the gravitas of the situation. Michelle.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, I agree with you, that we should strategize, learn more about it, strategize. But rather than trying to just reach out individually, or, I mean,
Yes.
for those interested, Lori, do you want to set up maybe a Zoom meet where you can focus on that topic?
I'd be glad to do that. And I'd love that, Zandra, if we have permission to have Lachelle do that for us too. And so that we can kind of get some of this under our belt. I won't feel comfortable doing that until probably near the end of March, so that I have the training in it too, and then can translate that. So if you guys are all right with that, let's kind of get on board with what we're already on Clubhouse. And that way, just get on if you want to do that, and be able to just be a listener on there so that you can hear what's going on if that's of interest. So
Yeah. No, okay, so who's taking the lead? Because I'm ready to
Now,
go.
I was gonna say, if you want, I can do something on Friday or so for about
Okay.
the clubhouse thing.
Yeah, let's try to get it going, because I think all of these things are tools. Friday the 5th, 10 o'clock. Central
Friday the 5th.
Time,
What time
11
did you say?
o'clock, 10,
What time did you say on
anytime
Friday?
between 10 and noon on Friday.
Can you record it, please? Because that's our event
Okay.
weekend. So.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just to get us going in the thought process. I want to be involved. If you want to be involved, raise your hand. Y'all know how to raise your hand on here. Raise your hand. Because I think because the other thing, Lori, let me just tell you, and y'all see in the deck in a little bit, that I've paused commercials. Well, look at God. Anyways, I think that this also allows us to be able to talk about commercial advertisement on this audio streaming as well.
Right. That's what it's for.
Okay.
I'm with you.
So what did you
Thank
So
you.
I can do 11:30, that's 11:30 Central Time, right?
11:30 your time is 10:30 hours.
Right. So I can do 11:30 your time on Friday.
All right, it's on my calendar.
So what
Okay.
time are you in, Lachelle? You in Central Time or?
I'm in Eastern. So yeah, that'd be 12:30 Eastern.
Yeah, that's my time.
Okay, so 12:30 Eastern, and we really a half an hour, 45 minutes max to go over the things for Clubhouse.
I'm gonna book out an hour, 11:30 to
Okay.
12:30. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, what? And we can be on this Zoom call. It's fine.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
fine. This is fine. Okay,
Okay.
I'm excited. You see why I'm excited? It don't take me long to look here. I already did. My mind was like this here. Oh, that's what we going. Yep. I just said. Okay, y'all seeing the deck, so y'all see divine wisdom and guidance. Oh God, thank you. All right, so let's move on to. Is that the next slide? Yeah. Okay. Why streaming TV matters. Informational meeting. It's going to be the first Wednesday of every month. Put it on your calendar. First Wednesday of every month. Let me tell you why I did this. I did this because I feel like people like, oh, everybody wants to try to get maybe a discovery call and blah, blah. No, I think that people need education because knowledge is power. I'm not selling. You see my little tagline down here. We're not selling. We're sharing the importance of streaming, that you need streaming TV. You also need what Lori just talked about too. But we will be, what shall I say? We'll be the queens of be heard, be seen, and grow, whether it be in written form, whether it be in audio form, whether it be in TV form. So this is the reason for this. It's just to tell people. So invite people. Y'all post this. When I post it, y'all post it. Post this every single month when I send it out. March 3rd is Wednesday, 6:00 p.m. We're out of there in 1 hour. I'm not staying longer than that. And I have a call to action that if people want to do now a one-on-one discovery call after you've heard this, come on over. So this is an example of one to many. You'll hear Angel, who is my media coach, tell me all the time, one to many. Well, this is my one to many, but I'm not selling. It's just one to many education. Invite your tribe to attend. This is the meeting every first Wednesday of the month. It'll happen.
And you know what? That's another thing that I've implemented for Clubhouse, because you have people that reach out to you from a room or different stuff. I have the same calendar every week. I have a group meeting, and I just give that calendar to everybody. So sometimes it might be 5 people, sometimes it's 2, but that way you can set boundaries around your time, because these people may just want to get to know you or whatever the case is. And, time is money.
And what do you call it, Lachelle?
It's called networking. It's my networking calendar. So it's 3 days that I dedicate, and it's the same time every week. And so it can have as many people in there that sign up, 100 that'll go on my Zoom call.
Oh, you do a Zoom call.
Yeah. So it's a Zoom call and everybody comes in there together.
Okay.
So then,
and wait. But is it in Clubhouse or Zoom? I'm so confused.
it's in Zoom. Yeah. So like when people reach out to me through Clubhouse, because people want to meet with me, and
Yeah.
you're not giving away nothing free, and then you schedule a call from there because people want to try to get your time. It's like,
Okay, they're
I think
good.
Dr. Brenda and Michelle have a question.
Yes, that's good, Lachelle, because this is exactly what this is. A lot of people from Clubhouse is coming. So, okay, who had a question?
I just was raising my hand because you said who wants to do it? Raise your hand.
Okay, all right. Any other questions? Okay, first Wednesday of every month. All right, Magnetize. Have y'all seen that it is up and coming? What is Magnetize? I like to educate y'all to be able to talk about what we are doing. Angel and I have partnered up to equip small business entrepreneurs with every facet of media from A to Z. And the A to Z is really Angel and Zandra. Angel to Zandra. She's the reason why I am where I am. I give her a lot of credit for all of the exposure and to get to where we are. But it's a 5-week program. It meets every 2 weeks. So it's 10 weeks, but every 2 weeks we meet for 2 hours. It's 10 total hours. But what we are going to be teaching you is everything in order to be effective virtually. It even comes up with a makeup kit. You will get a little makeup kit that will have Magnetize on it. And in that makeup kit is just going to be like little stuff for a little cover up, blase. You're also going to get equipment to your home. So you're going to get a light ring. You're going to get a microphone, and you're going to get a laptop stand, because we're going to teach you how to adjust your laptop stand so that when you are being interviewed virtually or whatever you're doing, you'll be able to do it. You're going to be featured in magazines. You're going to be interviewed on TV. And so that interview is going to be on TV. You're going to get social media campaign. You're going to get landing pages. You're going to get a press release that we will write in the class, and it will be distributed. Your press release. So, and we're also going to teach you technical stuff. So what are we going to teach you? We're going to teach you how to record your video, and then we're going to teach you how to trim your video and how to take out snippets even from your desktop. So we'll be sharing with them a downloadable program to help them to be able to splice up their own information. So this program is $1,997. And to get going in this, it's $97 down. And then the payments are spread out over 4 months. And so it's about $300 and something a month from there. And people are enrolling, y'all. Come on, folks, come on in. Come push through. Push through. So this is what this is. It's gonna include a red carpet graduation. So we're gonna do a graduation that you graduated from Magnetize, and now you are virtually equipped to do everything that you need to do. Okay. Questions about that? Y'all don't need
What
to
time
go.
did,
Yeah, I mean, y'all can go if y'all want to go. I'm just saying, you're getting this kind of information. What was that? Somebody had a question.
I was
did.
asking what time it was.
Oh, April 29 is the kickoff date, and I think it's 10 to 12. Hold on one second. No, excuse me. It's 1 to 3 Central Time. 1 to 3 Central.
I was going to say, how do we get to be part of the podcast interviewees? You know, like if we want to have some of the people in this program be on our podcast.
All you gotta do is open your mouth.
Okay.
Would
Well,
you like your
yeah.
podcast to be one of them to get on?
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
I have a magazine.
I know aren't we talking later today?
Are we?
We talking. I've been waiting till we meet. When are we meeting,
I
Michelle?
think we're meeting. I think we're
Okay,
meeting.
well, be thinking about it, Michelle, because it's your magazine. We're going to do give them choices of magazines. So your
Yeah.
magazine is one of them.
I think we're talking Thursday.
Okay. Be thinking about what you going to charge us to put them in the magazine. I don't know if we want to do a cover. The cover would be premium, but an inside article, I don't know, $100. I don't know. We'll talk about it then. But your magazine is in this program. Look, and thank you, Lachelle, because now your podcast is in this program. Okay.
I just sent some information out about streaming, and the lady registered already.
For when? For Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, push through. We're not selling, we're educating, but through that, people come back and go, I want to be on TV. I want this, I want that. So give. That is the purpose of Clubhouse, is to give. But if you give unselfishly, God is going to bless you, and you'll receive, because I have definitely received from being on Clubhouse. So, but this is
And one thing I would add with that too is, like, when there are certain things that we have on our platform, like the monthly meeting, then, find a way to lead with that value point in, that week that you're doing stage appearances, because this is a good lead in. Hey, check my bio. We got this going on this week, as a matter of fact, so that you're more purposeful with the things that you're saying, which can help people follow you and that type of thing, because you have something immediately that they can act on.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you. And look, the Clubhouse queen. This thing, look, I just barely made 500 or 600 people on Clubhouse that's followed me. I'm like, what? 1.4. Okay, I'm watching you. Okay, so guess what, guys? Graduation is coming. Oh my God, can y'all believe that you've been in here for 12 months? So May 3rd, 2021, from 10 to 12:30 Central Standard Time. We will be on the Angel and Tina Morning Show. And be sure to tell your friends and family to join us live on Facebook. There'll also be a link for, that you could share with them, because we would like to have some people that are on the stage, but I want to keep that at I don't want it to be 100. So let's try to keep that, to 5 or 6 people that you actually want to be seen, that's willing to show their face, not put up their name. They got to show their face, because it's gonna, we recording it. Y'all know we're recording it, because we'll cut components out of this to help promote why being a TV producer is important. Okay, full ceremony. Now, y'all are going to receive some things in the mail, and I ask that you not open it until that day.
That's mean.
It is mean, ain't it? It ain't gonna, I'm gonna try to make it come as close to May 3rd as I can, but I'm just letting you know, you're gonna get some stuff in the mail. And I ask that you not open it until that day. But I do want each of you to be prepared to speak, because you will be speaking on that day. And so, and I don't even want to tell you what the question that's going to be asked, because I want it to come off the cuff and just be natural. So you will be speaking on that day. Also, Amelia Antonetti will be our keynote speaker for that day. And so I know, I'm so excited. It ain't what you know, who you know. That's why it's hashtag who you know. Anyhow, so she's going to be speaking on that day. She'll be the keynote speaker. And so I'm excited that she's going to be there, and she's going to be really embracing the whole concept of how cutting edge this is, that we have this incubator and we're turning out true TV producers. And put that call out for podcasters need to come on to TV too, because that's another way to get your message out. So, all right, May 3rd, put it on your calendar. Commercial advertising. I told y'all, God be speaking, said to put it on hold. And this morning, Lori, I am sure that what you just said to me has a lot to do with putting it on hold. It's on hold for a couple of reasons. It is in design. Thank God for Santana. Santana is designing the new commercial deck, for lack of a better term, and the necessary commercial flyers and, different things that we can use to arrest people's attention, probably even some video as well. So it's on hold, and we are looking at a little bit of a redesign, and even in the pricing structure. Not higher, but lower. Questions? Yes.
Yes. May we still sell Hulu?
Oh, God, yes.
Because one of the people that I sent you, actually both of them, one we're really talking about Hulu a lot.
You could still.
So I think that would be a great fit. And I love it that we are having that discussion kind of on our side. And so this will just help solidify it. So I think that's a good thing. So thank you for that. And thank you for listening when, these things come through you, Zandra. So, because you are leading us, and it's important for us to always remember. So, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. In fact, I would suggest that you check with me on pricing. We have that $21.95, I think it is, for Hulu. But let's talk about that. So I'm working right now. Like I said, Santana's got the design piece, but I heard a voice, and so I had to be obedient, you guys. And I have to stop share because I need to see all of y'all right now. I am a believer in when God speaks that I'm to do what he tells me to do. And so I tell people all the time, don't come here if you can't handle a faith walk. But God spoke and said, it was just this morning, actually. I've been already thinking, it was already being placed in my heart. But this morning it was said, early morning, be heard, be seen, and grow. And we have to be known for that company that really understands what it is to be a small business entrepreneur. And so to be heard, be seen, and grow should not cost you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Then we're just like everybody else. We are not like everybody else. And volume is the way that we've always done business. We've never done business on price. We do business on volume, good quality, and lots of volume. And volume is what we have. And that's why we're still in business. And that's why we're still doing well. So there's some changes in that pricing structure. I think y'all gonna be over the moon happy, actually. Yes, Fanny.
So the people we already talking to about this, we need to tell them we're putting a hold on the commercials now.
No, I
Is
wouldn't
that
want you to
what's
put a
happening?
hold on them. What I want you to be able to go and do is say, oh my goodness, you haven't signed yet. And there is a price. I'm gonna give you $1,000 off. You make them feel like they're special
Okay,
to the new price.
okay. So
Mm-mm.
we're telling, I want to be clear. So we're telling them, hey, it's gonna be a new price. You're gonna look forward to that new price. Let's just, park
Well,
it right
if you
there
got
until you get
somebody on the
it.
fence, I mean, now listen, well, I can show y'all what I'm thinking right now, but don't run off.
Mhm.
I'll show you what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on and open it up and show it. I really I kind of want to take a little time with it, but I don't want y'all to run off with this. So please just promise me that you won't run off with this, because this is a document that is in the works. So I had to put on my glasses. Y'all know when I put on my glasses, it got real serious. Hold on. That's when it's serious when she puts on her glasses. Okay, let me share this screen with you and I'll show you. This is the working document that I've been working on. And you will see that these prices are real different.
Okay.
It's $19.97. And please do not hold me to this because I'm working. So for Amazon Fire, Roku, and Apple, it's going to be $19.97, $3.99 down, and only $2.66 a month.
Okay.
For Amazon Fire, Roku, Apple, and Hulu, $2,300, $460 down, and $300 a month. And for Hulu only, $1,600. Unmute your mics. You're probably saying, what does that mean for revenue? For
What does
you.
that means for revenue?
It's
Yeah.
in the green box.
So for well, it ain't like crazy. It's
Yeah.
still good money.
Yeah.
For every revenue, every commercial you sell for just ZTV only, you still end up with $1,000, $1,100,
Mm-hmm.
$860 for the one with Hulu, and $265 for Hulu only. Because we can't control Hulu. When you can't control somebody, you got to do what they do. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Are you talking about, so if we bring in someone that places a commercial within our show?
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's what that individual is paying for their commercial, and then that breaks down the distribution of the money.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the client pays $19.97 to be on Fire, Roku, and Apple for 6 months. The down payment is 20%. And I'm looking at lowering this, y'all. So that's the other thing. So that's why I said, don't hold me to this. But they pay $399 down. And then you would bill them $266 a month for 6 months.
And how often are they going to be on during a 24-hour period?
They're on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Because streaming TV is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's about how many spots will they take, right?
Right.
And so that's the other thing, is that we're going to be selling in spots of 3. That for that
Throw it in the trash bag. That's the
1997
trash bag.
is 3 spots. And that 3 spots, they could say, I want all Michelle, I want, 2 Michelle and 1 this other show. That's the part that we are working out so that we can manage that. The new system, that's why I'm so anxious to get on the new system, because the new system allows us to place commercials not in the content, but based on timing. So it'll say, play this commercial, play this commercial. You know what I'm saying? At your commercial breaks. The other thing that this does, Michelle, because I think about you and subscription, right? So this allows people that have subscription to still pay, to still sell commercial spots. Because it could be commercials around other content. But in order for that to happen, we have to have an inventory list that we are pulling from on a regular basis. Make sense?
Yeah, one thing I want to add, I was listening to this coach, and she said that you either want to be on somebody's vision board or in somebody's check register. So when you have your prices at a point that people can afford it, if you get in their check register, you'll stay in their check register
Exactly.
because they, you know what I mean?
That's my point.
Mhm.
So this is not final, but y'all can see where we're going. This is for small business. They have to be able to get in. They gotta, it's got, you know, I can pay 300 a month. I can pay, I use myself. I'm just a small business. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making no hands on fist money. And I look at this and go, what could I bear? What could I bear? What could I bear? I'm not even 100%, you know, convinced on Hulu yet. I mean, it might be that, and I'm just saying, y'all, you know, Hulu might be under another different calculation for Hulu only. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to affect your revenue. That, so it might be less than 1,600 when it's all said and done. I know what it takes for us to create it. And that's, you know, I know that I got to pay Hulu $500. Period. End of discussion. You can't even get in the game with Hulu without $500. So it has to be over $500, right? But by the same token, you know, you got to think of development and you got to think about distribution and the reporting and all of that. So trying to just figure out the cost of that, you know? So Hulu might be less than that actually, than 1,600.
Is it possible for us to create some type of not really like an incubator, but like a program of training that could add value to some of these things? So like, you know, how to do an interview, you know, how to follow up, you know, where all the producers can come together and provide that content for some of these small businesses that could also be offered along with those commercials. You know, like boot camp trainings or something, or maybe just like something we do once a quarter or something.
Yeah, so the collaboration that I'm doing with Dreamspire TV, we're doing a lower level boot camp, for lack of a better term, where we're teaching people just the basics. I'm talking about so basic about producing, and they get to actually produce 2 shows out of it. But those 2 shows will not ever be on Zandra TV Network. They'll be on Dreamspire TV, but it's the feeder to come to Zandra TV Network. Like, you want to stick your toe in the water, you can do it for $2,000. Here's what you're going to get. And it's a training program. But Lachelle, I don't know that that answers what you're talking about. I think what I hear you saying is, can we all take a component of what we teach in and what we're about and do some informational or training on a regular basis? Would they pay for it, Lachelle? $10, $5?
Yeah, yeah, whatever we can, yeah. It would, nothing would be free, but I'm thinking, you know, something to kind of add value, you know,
Yes.
because you got to think about it. These are small business owners. So a lot of people, you know, they don't, you could do something as simple as how to do a Facebook Live. You know, Dr. Brenda can teach on that. Hey, now, you know, that could overcome somebody's objection. Because the
I love
excuse is
it.
I'm too old, I don't know. She can knock that out. You know, we could talk about Clubhouse or how to, follow up with relationships, how to collaborate. It could be a number of things that we could talk about, but it could be a rotation
Who
that can
loves it?
add value,
Yeah.
but that's just another income stream that could help also, kind of offset if the prices are lower. But people, if you make it at a price that's affordable or whatever these classes that you offer, people feel like they're getting more value and they don't mind paying. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just something I just thought.
Come on. I need folks to weigh in on that because me. Now I can't be the one. I can't take on another thing, but I think it's a beautiful idea. And Fanny and Dr. Brenda and Lori, one of the things that we heard from Dreamspire from those two shows is they were like, well, can we have like a mixer or, because they want to mix with all of the producers. See, they don't get the incubator. They only get to put their show. They only got distribution. So they don't have that. So this could all be kind of melded together is what I hear y'all saying.
And I like the idea of if they're not in the incubator, we can pop in and be, we all have said we'll pop in on different things going in with the new producers. But also for those that aren't going to come into the incubator and maybe they already have content and they want a platform to get it up on, I mean, that's part of what's going to start happening. I think us offering even some panels and, I was thinking, Lachelle, when you were sharing out about your new subscription model, we tried something similar but yet we shifted, but for right now, and it's like, you're going to have a different experience than we did. And so that's information that we all want to hear. How are all of you all doing it? Whereas Michelle, she does it differently because she has her magazines and a book and, so we each have a different focus. And that would be a cool panel. And they could we could charge them each option of a topic that they come to get some of the wisdom and experience. And so I think that's a really powerful way of doing that when they're not in the incubator. I also think that I know for Fanny and Dr. Brenda and I doing some peer support work, I am trying to look at collecting some of those FAQs, just like you said, Zandra, about what do they ask? They may have, I mean, that was a blur for me in the beginning. You all know it was like, woo, because there was so much to learn. But now going back and listening to it a different level, gathering what they want more of, and then giving them those little options here and there. Just that's my 2 cents. So.
Yes, Fanny.
Okay, I'm gonna every now and then I have 3 cents up, 25 cents worth. I love the idea that Lachelle is going to be training on the Clubhouse. That there. I can't wait for that. And Laura training on the stereo. But we want to be careful that we're not over here, over there. We got all these things going, and we're pushing people out of the incubator because if we put in too much out there, we're excited. But if we start putting too much out there, why should I go in an incubator? I get it over here, I get it over there. Then you got all these other people giving a class here, giving a class there. You got a lot of classes going on. And so I think maybe the strategy, we sit back and we really slow down, get the strategy, really start with what Lachelle was talking about earlier. I think that's awesome. I didn't even know the value of Clubhouse at that level. I really didn't. And then the stereo with podcasting, that's it. Focus on those major things like that, get those things rolling out, and then maybe come back and strategize something, but not strategize to the point where we're pushing people out of the main castle. The main castle is the incubator. And so we start giving all these classes everywhere, $10 here, $20 there. I don't need to go on an incubator. I'm gonna wait for you to teach me that later. And so I just think we need to just slow down, think about, focus on them 2 major things Because I was like, get out of here, Lachelle. That's great. That's super mama stuff for the real. I mean, really, focus on those two major things and leave them little things alone for right now, because it's not going to bring a whole lot of people in the castle. And if you want a commercial, and I guess that's why, I guess because I teach faith, but if you're a small business, you need commercials, you need those things. And so if you want people to give you everything, you probably not having too much belief and faith in what you're doing. And so we want people to go into this incubator and small businesses to level up. The whole thing, we want small business to level up. We've been at small businesses too long, nickel and diming. We don't want a nickel and dime no more. And we don't want, if anything, we're teaching small businesses, level up. Get into Lachelle's Clubhouse. You'll learn a whole lot. I just learned something this morning. Get into this. I mean, seriously, go listen to Zandra. You'll learn something and level up your business. Get out of that nickel and dime moment, small business. That's just my take on it.
You know what
So
I got out
wrote.
of that?
Yeah.
I got out of that there ain't no such thing as small business. If
Mhm.
you're thinking small, you're thinking wrong.
Yeah, thank you,
So,
Ron.
I mean, that we embracing small. So we need to say, hey, we in business, you know, and because that's a limiting belief, just saying small business.
Come on.
Thank you, Sister Penny.
Hey.
All right now.
Hallelujah. Come on
Yeah,
now.
I didn't mean to go there, but I meant what I said. We have to, small business have to stop. We have to stop minimizing what we are, or we will continue to look for nickel and dime. Give it to me for 10, give it to me for 20. How you gonna say you want to be millions and you still in a $10 mindset? You're frozen. Come out of that frozen mindset.
Hello.
And we
Hello.
are the media giants to bring small businesses up and not keep them where they are.
How about when you're with a media giant, there ain't nothing small about you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That was my 25
Come on,
cents.
Lachelle. This is what goes on in this room.
Upgraded business.
Tina's
I
hard
so
to
agree
tell
with what you were saying, Fanny. I was just hearing that because I was starting to think like, oh, we got all this going on, but I love the first two of the training for the clubhouse and the stereo. And I think that if we do keep doing, you know, if we start giving it away like that, then we will be pushing them away from the incubator. And so that's I couldn't have said it better. That was just right on point. You
Okay.
said everything I was thinking.
Getting
Okay,
back
so-
to our purpose and
Huh?
our focus. We're
Yes,
getting
yes,
to our
absolutely.
purpose and our focus.
Yes.
What is the purpose and the vision statement of Zandra TV Network? We may want to, it might not be so much small business, upgrade business. You know, this is what we're trying to do, is upgrade businesses of less than, you know, maybe 10 people that they hire, 15, 20 people. That's a small business. They don't have more than 20 people. We want to upgrade them so that they can be a larger business in their mindset and in their people and distribution.
This was a good discussion. Oh, because you know what? This is the last thing I gotta say, and then I got it. Oh, Tina, Mina. I love me some Tina. Okay. When I said strategize, most small business or most any upgrade business, whatever it is, they don't strategize. They see strategy. What we do is we model what strategy looks like. No, and then we took X and added this and did this, and that's why we are who we are today. Because at the end of the day, and this is no pun intended on nobody with no podcast, because y'all know I love podcasts. I'm on them every week. What we talking about, right? But it's not TV. And the thing that makes us different, and we have to hold on to that, is that anytime, yep, I could definitely mirror my phone on YouTube or go to youtube.com. That's not TV. I'm talking about syndicated TV, that you ain't got to have YouTube, but if you got Roku, which is nationally syndicated, you can sit back, put your biscuits up, and literally look at TV and see custom commercials right around our content. That is different than just having a video. It is different than just a podcast. But if you marry it, hey, if you marry those two things together, that's the power of Zandra TV, and teaching people how to do that is our power. So, yeah. Yeah, have me on y'all's podcast again in another week or two. I do a podcast every week. I ain't mad. But out of those podcasts, I don't do one that doesn't say, do you think I could have this on TV? You sure can. You sure can. Because it's another level of distribution that nobody else has the way we do it. Not the way we do it. So, okay.
Okay.
Ooh, we still need the strategy call on Friday. So we still having that. Okay. Now, let me tell you who is in the house. It is none other but the fabulous Tina Torres. She is, when I tell you she the gratitude specialist, I call her the gratitude specialist extraordinaire. You just can't be just the gratitude specialist. She is gratitude specialist extraordinaire. I love her. I have learned, and I'm gonna share my screen for just a minute. I've learned so much from Tina that it's really literally has changed my life. But relationships really do matter. And yes, she is extraordinary at this. But when I thought about, I just had to go find some model to talk about it, because you know me, I'm all about visual. And I said, you know what? At the center of relationships is trust. And whenever trust is broken, there's no way to get to commitment. There's no way to increase your capacity. There's no way to level up that connection. There's no way to create that commonality. There's no way that you could be consistent because you didn't broke the level of trust. There's no way that your character will be revered the same way because you broke trust. And it absolutely will stun your capability to grow. And so relationships are built on trust. And the one thing that I can say about Tina Torres is that I trust Tina Torres with my life, y'all. Like if Tina says she gonna do it, she gonna do it. If I call Tina, she gonna answer. And that is because of the relationship that Tina and I have built. And I could think of no one better than to have Miss Tina Torres as our keynote speaker today. Tina, take the stage.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. I'm gonna get all teary-eyed. Oh, I just love you. I'm sorry that I'm a little late. I've been waiting to be let in, and I think I had the wrong Zoom link. But I came on because Zandra wanted me to come on and show you guys, or tell you guys a little bit about how gratitude you can implement gratitude into your personal life and then implement it into your business. And I know you guys have all heard me. You guys all seen me on Angel and Tina Morning Show. You've heard me speak on the Connect Summits, heard me speak on all these other things. But implementing gratitude is something that literally changed my life. I don't know if I can share my screen.
Yeah, I'll give you rights. Hold on.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, you're sharing. Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure that this is sharing. I mean, make sure that this is on, I'm on the right thing here.
You want slideshow?
Yeah. Oh, slideshow. There you go.
There you go.
All righty. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit on how you can implement gratitude into your life that can change it forever. So about
okay. I want that signature to pop up on mine like that. Okay, I'm just kidding.
What signature?
You're Tina Torres.
Tina Torres. I got a really good VA. She rock stars. Okay, so a little bit about me. I've been an owner of 4 successful businesses since I was 21 years old. When I was just 21 years old, I had a little baby, and I decided to have a home daycare center in my home and have been an entrepreneur ever since then. I've been a top leader in 5 direct sales companies. I'm an international speaker and trainer for over 13 years. I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs increase their revenue, by over 350% using this system that I'm going to show you guys today. I have owned and operated 5 national networking groups and organizations. I'm definitely an advocate for domestic violence. I'll tell you guys a little bit about that more later. I've been #1 in regional sales 8 years in a row, bringing in over $8 million in revenue in my corporate job. And of course, I'm a morning talk show host. And but as of recent, the #1 best-selling author of 2 books. And then of course, I am a mother of 3 boys and 2 little fur babies. So those are my babies right there. And those are my little fur babies. That's Chloe Chanel and Bella Rose. And then I have 3 boys, my youngest one being 19 years old. So about 2 years ago, a little bit about my backstory. About 2 years ago, my life kind of crumbled down. I lost a 6-figure corporate job. I finalized my divorce after being married for 20 years in a very narcissistic, physically abusive marriage for 20 years. I became an empty nester when my youngest son decided to join the Army at 19 years old. And I moved to a town where I knew no one at all. And on top of that, I had friends and family turn on me when I needed them the most. How many of you guys can relate to one or all of those? I know it was a big, huge thing. But today I'm going to tell you guys a couple of things on how I was able to get my life back on track. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to create a morning routine. And the second thing is how to implement gratitude into your life. And then you're going to implement that into your business. You have to implement it into your personal life first before you can implement it into your business. I have a little hair in my eye and I can't get it up. And then step 3, how to create a nighttime routine. So you're going to be able to have this whole morning and nighttime routine that's going to skyrocket your business. And a show of hands, let me see if I can get you guys up on here on the screen. How many of you guys have a morning routine every single morning that you go about? If you can, put it in the comments what you guys do. I want to know what you guys do every single morning, what time you guys wake up, and the things that you do every single day. So today I'm going to tell you guys exactly the same strategy that helped me increase my income by creating a daily routine. And I can get my chat. I don't even know how I can get my chat up here. I don't know. Anyways. So the first thing that you want to do is you're going to get up an hour earlier. Getting up an hour earlier, I can find my chat. How do I get my chat over here? Chat. There we go. Pray and read devotional. Okay. Of course, Michelle, you start with Jesus every single morning, preparing tasks, prayer and his word. I get up at 5:30 a.m., read scripture. All right, perfect. So the first thing that you want to do is get up an hour earlier, because this morning routine is going to take you about an hour to do every single day. I was not a morning person at all. I was not a morning person. However, I read the book 5 a.m. Club. How many of you guys have heard of that? 5 a.m. Club? How many of you guys are part of the 5 a.m. Club? No? Okay, so I became part of the 5 a.m. Club because millionaires get up at 5 a.m. And I said, you know what? If I want to be a millionaire, I'm going to do what millionaires do. So I said, okay, Tina, you've got to get up at 5 a.m. So for about 2 weeks, I set my alarm. Now every morning at 4:45, my body wakes up. Now I am in bed probably by 10 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock sometimes, but I get up at 5 a.m. So I read 20 minutes every single day. I have a book that I read every month, 12 books a year that's going to help me accomplish the goals that I have set for that year. I have already pulled my 12 books that I want to read this year, and I'm actually just starting number 3 today. So you want to read 20 minutes. You want to go into meditation and prayer for another 15 minutes. And then you want to do a visualization process. And we're going to do a quick one right now. And I want you guys all to close your eyes. I want you guys all to close your eyes, and I want you guys to think of the house that you want, that big, beautiful house that you want with all of those rooms, that big, huge closet that you want. How many cars, garages is it? Michelle, close your eyes. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does your kitchen look like? Is it an entertaining kitchen? What kind of car are you driving? How much money is in your bank account? What kind of vacations are you taking and with whom? How do you look? How do you feel every day? Are you the size or the look that you want? Are you exercising every day? What does your husband look like and who is he? Hopefully it's the same guy that you're married to now. If not, then, we'll find you another one. I know I visualize my guy that I'm going to be married to here in like 2 years. I want you to feel, touch, smell, use every sense that you can for your house, your cars, the money you have, the organization that you get to give back to. And I want you to do this visualization process every single morning when you wake up. Your mind does not know what is reality. So when you use this and you change it into something that you want, your mind is going to already think that that's what you're doing. You want to drink hot water with lemon every single morning. It just gets the body moving, everything moving inside. And of course, you want to do your exercise or yoga for 30 minutes. Make your bed every single day. If that's the first thing that you do every single day, that'll be the one thing that you can say, listen, I've accomplished that. And then in your mind, in your body, you would already know that you're going to have a good day because you've accomplished something already at 5 a.m. But the first thing that you want to do is you always want to start your day off with gratitude. And I have a gratitude book. It's called the Gratitude Journal that you can buy on Amazon, but you can get one at Target or TJ Maxx or anything like that as well. But you want to start your day off with gratitude. You want to write 3 things that you are grateful for every single morning. Every single morning. And if it's, I'm just grateful that I have a bed. I'm grateful for my 2 dogs. I'm grateful that a friend of mine called me this morning and told me how amazing I was. Even if they're the smallest things, you want to say that you are grateful for those things. Because when you start your day off with gratitude, you're going to start your day on a whole new level. The more you give, the more you're going to get back. The more gratitude, the more things that you are grateful for, the more things that the universe and that God is going to bring you back to be grateful for. So I want you guys to put down what kind of morning routine you're going to have now that you see what millionaires do every morning. These are the 8 things that millionaires do every single morning. How many of you guys want to be a millionaire? Only 2 people? I don't see nobody raising their hands. So you want to do things that make you a millionaire. The more money you make, the more people you're going to be able to help. The more people you're going to be able to touch, the more lives you're going to be able to change. So put in the chat right there what you're going to do for your morning routine. What time are you guys going to get up? And are you guys willing to take the 90-day gratitude challenge, where every single day for 90 days, you're going to write in your gratitude journal for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes in the evening. And then let me know how your life has changed for the better. Fanny, so do you get up at 6 a.m. or do you get up at 5 a.m.? I like that, Lori. So gratitude, even though it's such a free thing, it's a free thing. It's such a small thing. If you start your day and end your day with gratitude, you're going to, you are going to be amazed by the things that you're going to be able to change. Zandra, I want you to do this with me for 90 days. And I know Zandra and I have, like she said, we've always had this special bond, her and and I can call her any time of the day, even at 6 o'clock in the morning, she answers the phone, as do I. And we all have those days where we need that person to reach out to us or to answer the phone and say, listen, I'm not having a good day, or I need your help, or what should I do? And her and I are that for one another. So the first thing you want to do is your gratitude when you wake up, and the last thing before you go to bed, you want to do your gratitude. So as long, it doesn't matter what times or, you know, what order you put these in, as long as the first thing you do is gratitude and the very last thing you do is gratitude, okay? So my book, somebody is private messaging me, my book, The Gratitude Journal, is a 365-day journal. It's a morning and nighttime. You start every morning with a scripture and you end every night with a quote. But like I said, you do not need mine. All right, so the step two of this is on how to implement gratitude into your life and then get it into your business. So the first thing you want to do is do your gratitude, the 3 things every morning and every night, even the smallest things. And then some of the things that gratitude is going to be able to help you with is going to improve your relationships. How many of you guys need help improving your relationships? Yeah, even business ones. Because so many people are all about the money, the money. But when you take the money off the burner and you worry about how you're going to make that person feel and how to build those relationships first, the money's going to follow. It's going to improve your physical and psychological health. It's going to enhance your empathy and reduce aggression. It's going to help you sleep better. It's going to help your self-esteem, and it's going to help your mental strength. And these are all proven things that gratitude, just 10 minutes a day, something that's free, something that you don't have to pay for, can help you have a better life, have a better lifestyle. So let me check in with everybody real quick. 7, Laura, you do 7 a.m. most days that you get up? I'm going to challenge you to do 6 a.m. and do it for 90 days and see how that helps you. See how that helps you. Go to bed an hour earlier and wake up at 6 a.m.
I will take that challenge in another month or so.
Okay.
I agree. I will do that in another month or so. Mine has to do with medications. So
you can't take your medicine an hour earlier and go to bed an hour earlier?
I require, because of what I'm in the middle of. So yeah, it's very specific. So 7 is like really good for me to keep working on every day. So
okay. So last week I was in San Antonio speaking to about 100 real estate agents and insurance executives. And there was about 10 of them who took the 90-day gratitude challenge. And I have gotten so many huge things that they have already done. I think they're in day 6 right now. They have closed more sales in the last week by waking up an hour earlier. And I think everybody is on a 5 a.m. I think one person is on a 6 a.m., but everybody else was on a 5 a.m. wake up. And they were not waking up until 7 or 8. They're able to get everything done Their kids are saying, Mommy, why are you so happy these days? And I'm like, oh, that's so good. Just by taking this challenge, and all of the things that are coming in is so great. And I absolutely love it. All right, in step 3, you want to create a nighttime routine, because if your nighttime routine is not coinciding with your morning routine, you're not going to be able to get a lot done. So you want to create your nighttime routine. Whether you're a busy mom or a single girl like me, you can still create a nighttime routine. Get everything done the night beforehand, make lunches, get the clothes laid out for school, whatever it is you need to do the night beforehand. So then that way your mornings start good. How many of you guys wake up and it's just like chaos until like 8 o'clock when your kids get off the school bus? And I know a lot of you guys are empty nesters. So some of this doesn't apply to you. And of course you want to get 8 hours of sleep.
My kids are home all the time, 7 of them doing e-learning.
Every time she even talks, I just start getting a little bit of anxiety.
I know, right?
I'm like, oh, Jesus. You want to create an atmosphere of rest and calmness in your bedroom before you go to bed. I have a whole little routine. I always have my bed made, but I pull my bed down. I spray lavender spray. I put a little candle on. I turn all my lights off. The TVs go off. The screens go off. I get my book out. I have my hot lemon water or my sleepy time tea. I take my little sleeping pill because I have to have a sleeping pill when I go to sleep. And then I get my book and I get in bed and I kind of just enjoy myself, read my book for 20 minutes, and then I get into my gratitude and then I go to sleep. So I kind of have this whole little thing. I also, in the last couple of years, I've never ever taken my makeup off until about 5 or 6 years ago. And then now every single night before I go to bed, I do my whole facial routine. I do my little moisturizer. You want to pull up, make sure everything doesn't come down. I guess all those little laugh lines are getting to me now. And then of course I read my book. And then the very last thing I do is that gratitude journal. So when you're sleeping, everything is off of your mind. Your to-do list is written down. You don't have nothing that you're worried about. You've already written in your gratitude journal. You've already said your prayers, all of the things that you need to do before you have a good night's sleep to get it off of your mind. Michelle, I know Michelle. Michelle's actually one of my coaching clients. So I know she does this all the time. My nightly gratitude on time with the Lord while reading 20 minutes before bed. Michelle, what book are you reading right now?
Which Michelle?
Michelle MacArthur.
I just finished Dr. Townsend's Who's Pushing Your Buttons, and I'm about to start the Fuel button of his, the Fuel book of his, and I'm finishing Zondra's book again for the second time. And I also have Darla Colinette's book that I'm reading along with John MacArthur.
So you want to do your one book every single month. And I know you've already picked your 12 books for this year. So whatever your goals are for that year are the books that need to coincide with that. So like one of my goals for this year is to get 100,000 followers. So I'm reading 1 million followers right now, the 1 million follower book. And anything to help engage my my followers on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, to engage all of those people, I'm reading. And I also have some personal things that I'm dealing with on the flip side. So I have some personal books that I have pulled. So any of the goals that you have set, those are the books that you need to be reading. One book every month, 20 minutes a day, or sometimes I do 40 minutes a day. You will have it read by the end of the month. Sometimes I have 2 books read. So I usually do a business book and a personal book. And then every year I write down all my goals, my visions, and then I pick my 12 books that I want to read for that year. Just reading some things.
So I know you're getting ready to pivot us to, the value of relationship in our businesses. But this was really good for me. I just wanted to say that I think it's really good as that reminder to pour into yourself. This
Yeah.
is a pour in so that you can continue to pour out. I'm bad about a lot of these things. Like I don't get 8 hours. I don't. That's why you could talk to me at any time of the day or night because I barely sleep. So this is really good. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And so once you have that implemented into your personal life, now we can put into your business. Now that you know how gratitude works in your personal life, now you can push it out to your business. How many of you guys have like a tribe of like 100 people, VIP clients, people who buy from you all the time, people who refer to you all the time, even those people who have never bought from you, but refer you to other people need to be part of your tribe. Those influencers who are great referral sources need to be part of your tribe. And those are the people you need to constantly build relationships with by sending them cards, physical cards in the mail. I know you guys are all part of Zondra's producers, so I know you guys all get her stuff like every other month. You're getting some little gifts in the mail, right? How does that make you feel when you go to the post office or go to the mailbox and have a little gift in the mail? Mailbox is the only thing that is a 100% open rate. The only thing. Not email, not text messages, not Facebook. Nothing is 100% open rate except for mail and physical gifts. I'm getting some private messages here. But you want to show that gratitude towards those business partners, towards those VIP clients, towards those people that send you those referrals. Because once you start building those relationships with those people, they're going to never want to refer anybody else to you. I mean, never want to refer anyone else except for you. So like when hey, I'm going to do some kind of producer, I'm going to kind of want to do some kind of movie thing. I'm thinking about doing a commercial. The first person that comes to your mind is Zondra. Another person is with Michelle. Anytime anybody has any kind of health problems, I always tell them, call Michelle. She'll do a tongue analysis on you. I don't know anyone else. And she's constantly, you guys all know that I had to go to the hospital a couple weeks ago, like every 2 hours, send me a picture of your tongue. Send me a picture of your tongue. I was like, thank goodness you don't see my face. I'm just showing her a picture of my tongue because she can help you get those natural things done with your health. I will answer any questions at the end, okay? I know you guys are kind of asking me questions. But some of those things you want to do is sending birthday cards to everyone, because people want to be loved and they want to be appreciated. Everybody loves their birthday and everybody should be appreciated on their birthday. So send those birthday cards and send little gifts throughout the year too. I always tell people to send 7 cards every year. So then that way, every other month, they're getting something from you and creating that top of mind awareness. You're always going to be at the top of their mind. You're always going to build those relationships with them, even if they have not bought from you, because they might be the biggest referral source you guys can have. There's several people that I have, probably about 10 or 15 people that I constantly build relationships with because I'm constantly sending them referrals, and vice versa. They're constantly sending me referrals, but they've never bought anything from me, not one thing. But I want to build that relationship with them because you're going to have that relationship for a lifetime. It costs so much more money to try to get a new client than it does to keep the ones that you already have. And if you don't go above and beyond to accommodate somebody when they're your client, they're not going to want to use you again, nor they're going to want to refer you. So if you just do like a half-ass job, I'm sorry for cussing, but if you do a half-ass job, I don't even know what else to say about that, but if you do a half-ass job, they're not going to want to send anybody to you because that's their reputation on the line. If I say, hey, Zondra, do you know anybody who? And if she's like, I do, but I'm not going to tell you because they screwed my thing up. I'm not going to give I'm not going to tell you to do the same thing and they mess your stuff up. And then who are you going to come back to? They're going to come back to her because that's your reputation on the line. I have very, very limited people that I refer to. If I have already used you or several people have used you and they love you, you're going to get a referral from me. However, if I have used you and you didn't go above and beyond, or somebody else, because believe me, people talk. People talk, hey, I'm using so-and-so. Have you had this trouble? Have you had this trouble? I've had that trouble. And they're gonna like, yeah, I've heard the same thing. And then they stop using you. So always go above and beyond. Always make them feel appreciated and always send them cards and gifts throughout the year. You're gonna create that top of mind awareness. You're gonna create that client for a lifetime. And you're gonna have a referral source for the rest of your business, helping you work smarter, not harder. And I know I wanna get that. I don't know about you guys. Zandra, how much time do I have left, baby?
You're running out of time.
Okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know that you have to implement that gratitude into your personal life first before you do this into your business. You have to implement that morning routine in order to create that successful business. If you guys are not constantly consistent on getting these things done, things will not happen and you'll be yo-yoing all the time, going up and down on your roller coaster. Okay. If you guys need anything, you guys can follow me on every social media platform on The Gratitude Specialist. There's always positive, uplifting, full up gratitude quotes that I put on all my posts every single day. And if you guys do work with me, I do referrals all the time. I know a ton of people and I give referrals as much as I can. Yeah. So thank you, Zandra. I love you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Tina. I love you. Thank you so much. This was amazing. I think it's important that we have balance, but I also think it's important around gratitude. And y'all know that I'm full of gratitude. I'm so grateful for just, the people that are in my life. I just got through saying that, Tina. So thank you so much for coming in and sharing this information. Listen, we are going to be using banner season. Well, now it's called Mailbox Pro or whatever.
Tell you too, if you have a prompting to reach out to somebody, just to say, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I love you. And then I'm thinking of you and that you are a rock star. Do it. Do a voice message. Zandra and I do that all the time. And it's like at 6 o'clock in the morning and she'll say the same one thing to me and I'll say it to her. And 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, do you know, are you listening to like my prayers? Are you in my room somewhere? Because I needed that today. So if you have a prompting to say, hey, I just wanted to tell you that I love you and that you're a freaking rock star and go out and make it happen today. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Absolutely. Because they need it. God gave you that prompting for a reason.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But what I was telling about what we are going to be doing, Santana is all over designing our postcards promotions. So Tina also is my right arm woman to help me. I love this girl. And so you don't have to do the design. He's doing the design in 4x6 so we could just upload them. And every month it's going to be about your TV shows. The first one is going to be, the whole rebrand with all of the different blocks and, for TV that says, watch Zandra TV. And then next month, it'll be Dr. Brenda's show. Next month, it'll be you, Michelle. To my audience, I'm going to send those postcards out on y'all's behalf. Okay. So, yes.
I love you. And when
I love you too.
Postcards and those cards and those gifts from those people, the first thing most people do is take a picture and post it on social media and share their love for that person. So do that. Let them know how much they mean to you.
That's awesome. All right, y'all. Thank you, Tina. I'll be in touch.
I got another thing I got to get on at 1:30.
Okay. I love you. I love you too. Thank you. So executive producer, we might run over a little bit today. I didn't expect to have that much conversation around strategy. Ha! But executive producer or not, that is the question. Because guess what? Y'all get ready to graduate out of this incubator. But here's what I want you to understand: is streaming TV a hobby or a business? Because it's a business, but it could be your hobby. Because it is fun being on TV. I love being on TV. Y'all can see I love getting in front of camera and saying what I gotta say. I love it. But which one is it for you? So I want to talk about producer versus executive producer. A producer is what you've been doing. You develop your content for yourself. You pay for your production. You market your content for you only. You got revenue on your content, and you cross promo with Zandra TV Network. Like, we promote you. We want to promote you. It's a beautiful thing, but we do that because we are the executive director. The new, when we land the new whole, look and feel of Zandra TV Network, that particular platform is going to allow you to become an executive producer. What does that mean? That means you have your own downloadable channel, but it'll be powered by Zandra TV Network. Why are you doing that, Zandra? Because it needs to be affordable for you guys to grow into executive producers. Because being an executive producer, if y'all want to just kind of get a feel for money, what it takes to be an executive producer, it's somewhere between $25,000 and $30,000 just to get started, to do this, to do what I'm doing. It shouldn't have to cost y'all that much, because I want to see you become an executive producer. Executive producers recruit content developers. And when I say recruit them, you could either do silent auction the way I do. I don't recruit nobody. I just get out there and talk on other people's platforms, and they go like, oh my God, I want to be a producer. Okay. But I'm not going to say that's normal. That might be a little bit abnormal. So you might have to do some recruiting for content developers. You develop content for yourself, but then you have to start being able to develop content for others, which means you got to have a keen eye. I look at everybody's content. I look at everybody's stuff. I look at if you want to be an executive producer, this is what you're going to have to be able to do. You're going to either have to develop, or you're going to have to partner with a training program. Now, some people, I've seen 360, there's a lot of different people. And what they do is they do little 10-minute videos to help you know how to do. A 10-minute video ain't gonna help me do nothing. And it may be because I'm a baby boomer with millennial tendencies. I need a little bit more than that. I need some interaction, be able to ask some questions. But you could do partner training. And so when I say partner training, that is, you can have once you become an executive producer, if you want to send them through the incubator and not reinvent the wheel, you can. You could teach half of the incubator. You could teach all of the incubator for your people. You do whatever you want to do, right? But you don't have to redevelop it. That's another good reason why you're here. You don't have to redevelop these slide decks. And the slide decks are getting professionally done by Santana. And so when Santana's done, there'll be 12 months of professional decks with professional, yeah, y'all, not what y'all been seeing for the last 9 months, with a tree, a blue tree, and well, it looked pretty at the time. Anyhow, okay, you have your own downloadable channel. You pay for all advertisement. What did I just tell y'all? I told you that I'm going to feature a producer every month, that a postcard's going to get sent on your behalf. Did I ask you for a dime? Not one dime. So listen, it costs to send them postcards, y'all. So if you become an executive producer, these are the things you got to think about. How are you going to market these people? How are you going to advertise them? You just can't have people come to your channel and then be like, okay, well, I got their money and I'm gone. That's not it. You have to have revenue options. Revenue options are increased to include producers you develop. So I know y'all think, well, now let me see, how many producers you got coming, Zandra? 13, and I know what I paid. My God, she's making money. No, I'm making enough to do all of these things right here for you, because I know you don't know how to do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm helping to develop you as a producer. And so that's what this is going for. But after you become a producer, right? Yes, you're going to have more shows you're going to produce. they're still the same cost as a producer. But when you become an executive producer, you need content. You need content on your channel. You had to pay for that production. I had to pay Dave and Jason and the commercial developer Janet, and I gotta pay Bree for makeup. Y'all don't pay her. I do. Well, maybe you do kind of pay her, but I'm just saying all of that. But it's not just for your shows. I have my own shows, so I have to do the same thing for myself as executive producer. You make revenue on yourself and your producers, but it's all about your cost structure, right? You got to have, this means that you're going to be a team manager. You have to manage a team of people. I manage y'all, you know, and I want y'all to stand up on your own. I don't think I'm a micromanager. Am I, y'all? Raise your hand if I'm a micro. I ain't no micromanager, but I manage you. You get this business coaching absolutely free. I don't charge you for this because I want you to be the best that you could be. So I think you got to decide, do I want to be an executive producer? Now, I'm not telling you to decide and you got to be an executive producer tomorrow, but I'm telling you that you're going to have to start positioning yourself to be an executive producer by creating things for yourself. How many versions have we went through but the commercials, and now it's back on hold again because you got to have everything. You have to have a you know, something for people to calculate. You got to figure out how you're going to do commercial advertisement. You got to develop a commercial advertisement bank. Well, how do y'all think y'all commercials are around your content right now? Do you think somebody paid for them commercials? Okay, y'all got commercials and you don't pay. I had to create a commercial bank to put around content. It's a lot. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. So what does it take? What does a TV producer really do? A television executive producer is usually the creator, the writer, the showrunner. Y'all know I'll be at every show running, and trying to teach y'all about getting a showrunner of your show for yourself, meaning that they not only co-create the show, they help write the script. They run the production operations on film dates. I'm doing that. Lisa Williams coming in next week. I'm over here. I got a box right now of furniture that I got to go and put up in the studio to create the set that she wants. Get a TV studio so you can have some place to produce. Typically, a TV producer is tasked with concept development, coaching on fundraising, guiding crew members like the lead producer, the videographers, the editors, the script writers, making decisions and evaluating the project's overall quality. I look at everybody's project. Didn't I look at yours, Lachelle? I was like, okay, you just got a couple of things we need to shore up, right?
Yes. Yep.
I look
sure
at
do.
everything because I want the best of the best of the best of the best for you, not just for me, but for you too. What skills do you need? You got to have knowledge of media production. You got to have systems and good communication skills. You have to have the ability to accept criticism. Y'all, if I couldn't take criticism, this place would be shut down. Somebody always got something to say. Well, why ain't my show showing up? And why? I mean, it's a constant. Work well under pressure, hire the right resources. You got to have leadership skills. You got to be thorough and pay attention to detail, because it's not like, oh, you could put something on TV and then go like, oh, I made that mistake. You know, so I have to get on my own, even on my own people. Don't let my hair be sticking up. Did y'all see my hair was sticking up on that video? It's always sticking up. And I keep telling my heavyweight, calm that little piece of hair down. But at any rate, but it's things like that. I pay attention to a lot of detail. You have to build a credible business model. Remember I said about how to get people in the castle. If you're going to become an executive producer, you need to start building your business model now. And it could mirror some of the things that I do, but you do your thing. You got to figure it out. And then develop alternative streams for exposure. So I've been telling y'all should be in mailbox. Used to be banner season. Get in, because you're going to need alternative methods by which to touch people. She already came on with relationships. I'm done. I'm going to stop share. And if y'all got any questions, I still made it at 12:29. We're going to go over that again next time, though. I want to spend time on this executive producer, because it ain't no joke now. It ain't no joke. Questions?
Now, so for the executive producer, is that like a transition as soon as the graduation, or how soon is that?
You don't have to go ever.
No,
You-
I'm saying if you want to, I'm saying,
Well,
for
here's
those
what
that
I
want to move
think.
forward.
I want you to
Okay.
have everything in, like have some of the stuff in place. Because you don't
Okay.
want to have to build, right? So
Mhm.
for those of y'all that want executive producer, we need to talk about that in your one-on-one, and we figure out when to pivot you to that, because that ain't gonna be no program like, okay, now you do a year in the executive producer incubator. No.
Mhm.
That is going to be one-on-one development, because again, that's going to be your own downloadable channel, right? But
Mhm.
one of the things that we've already talked about doing, Lachelle, because it only makes sense. I don't want to put nobody out there with just your one show. That's going to look silly. It's going to look silly. So the way we are going to legitimize you is that when you get your downloadable channel, you could take all of my shows, my Real Biz Talk, Fireside Chat, and put there to legitimize you, because I own those. But for the other producers, you might, as a executive producer, offer them another level of distribution on your channel. I don't know what you're gonna charge for that. Those are the kind of things you have to determine. Make sense?
Yeah. Now, so what type of commitment do we really realistically need to look into? So, like, if you have a channel, like, how many shows would you have on that channel? What does that scope look like? Because, I'm already thinking, like, people that you can get in your funnel now. What is that looking like? How many shows, that type of thing? What's the monetary footing that we should have for that
Yeah,
next
to build
project?
out,
Mhm.
I mean, first of all, the downloadable channel. So let me go on a little history first.
Okay.
The platform I was on, I said, I can't be charging people this kind of money, to get your own downloadable channel was going to be somewhere between 17 and 19,000. And I was like, that just ain't gonna work for me. Now that just ain't gonna work for me. I mean, I pay that kind of money to develop all of this, but I'm like, no. And so the reason why we ended up going to another platform is because we think we can get the cost right under 10, like $9,000 to have your own downloadable channel, have your, everything in place, about, $8,000 or $9,000. So don't know the exact price yet, but it's gonna be under 10. How about that? But when you talk about that, you're also talking about, it's not just saying, oh, I got a downloadable channel, because then there's marketing, there's cross marketing. I'm building a whole system that it almost guarantees your success.
And in this, you have to have your own production crew,
You got to have everything.
everything. You can use Zandra TV, the studio, for your filming, but you have to bring your own crew and everything.
Yeah.
And, okay.
I mean, you just set up your own production. I want my own company. It's no problem. I think it's a beautiful thing, y'all. I believe it's a beautiful thing, but there's overhead. Oh, you excited?
I
sister?
am so excited about that because this has been my whole vision. This is why I do what I do. And I've been doing my 50-year plan and I have it in the next 3 years, but I really want my own channel by the end of the year. And so I'm excited to hear this because this is where my mind has been in the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been constantly going like, okay, what do you got to do to get your channel, get it in line, get it this and that. And I know I would say like maybe 70 or 80% of it in place, and it needs to be fine-tuned, but I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to prepare? I'm always thinking ahead of the game. I don't like waiting to be like, oh, okay, now it's time, because I know that I have to build that track and that following, but I know once I start opening my mouth that people are going to want to do, and I already see, I have a vision for people who I see who have those capabilities, and I've been talking to them for probably maybe 3 years, and
But-
so.
Okay, so can I cut you? I got
Yeah.
to look. You know, I'm raw, but I'm real. So, you know, sometimes I gotta be raw, y'all. So if you got all those people, see, that's not strategy to me. So I'm gonna be real transparent. If I got 5, 10 people that's willing to be on TV, I would have already put them in the incubator and got my commission. No, got my commission. And then I would have took those people and created mass distribution, because not only are you on this channel, I'm going to take you to another channel too.
Yeah,
Because
I
the
got
goal,
that.
the
I got
goal
that.
is,
So yeah,
okay, 'cause-
but some of them are not ready. So I've been
Okay.
talking to them, but they
Yeah.
don't all see it, and they're not all ready. So
Okay.
and then a couple of them are getting in a line with it. So I see the incubator. So that's
yeah,
why
I'm just saying, making them, that pays, that's your pocket money for you to do what you to do. The other thing is, let me just say this to y'all. The goal, if you're gonna become an executive producer, is to create multiple distribution streams for them. So that's why, Lachelle, I said, part of the whole package, you can take my shows. I'm getting more distribution with you, but I'm legitimizing you. Because guess what? I am known on TV. So I'm legitimizing your content until you start getting them other, you know, producers under you. You're gonna need that. I promise you. Nobody wants to turn to a channel and only see you. That was my worry. Did y'all hear the video earlier today? I had 2 shows. What I look like having a channel? That's stupid. Yeah, pretty soon they're gonna be like, I'm so sick of Zandra. Oh God, is there anything else on this channel? Don't go out there and look silly. That's how I felt. So if that's how I felt, I refuse to let anybody that's associated with me feel the same way. Just no way. So we want to spin you up as an executive producer quick, not like what I'm doing. So why not, Lachelle, sister, if y'all want your own channel, make a way for these other people to give them an option. It don't have to be thousands of dollars. What you going to get their content, how much are you willing to pay? Because to me, I'd offer them distribution. You know, I'm just saying maybe $995, and you get a whole nother distribution with me on this channel. And then you become, sister, the person, or you become Lachelle that is marketing advertisement out there telling, you got to be doing what I'm doing. People ask me why you still do a podcast every week. Because I need people to know we exist. It's a big commitment, but I believe that it can be done. That's why we're building out the infrastructure to make it happen. Shucks, because it can be done. We all can be global moguls. This ain't just about me. This is about everybody on here.
So
Look,
now, how many
well,
shows is that again? Because I'm still thinking now, how many shows? I
I
like
think
to think.
I think that to be fully legitimate, you know, and to have other stuff, at least 6 to 8 shows, different types of shows on your network. Because I you know,
All of them 30 minutes, 6 to 8 shows.
it could be 30 minutes. It could be, if you want to go an hour, we don't do an hour. I mean, we will do an hour, but we don't promote an hour because people's time, you know, they mindset is about 30 good minutes, and they didn't had enough and they're going to do something else, or they're going to toggle and go somewhere else. So that's why we chose 30 minutes, but you could have it as long as you want to. I got some people talking to me about filmmakers that are up and coming. That's cool. As long as it ain't no profanity and you know, and I want to help. Yeah, distribution is queen. So
Well, I mean, the reason why I asked is because you know, part of having a millionaire mindset is selling things and creating them in the process.
yeah,
So, you know, Laurel Langmeyer was on one day and she was saying how, you know, we sometimes wait till we get a finished product. So it's like you can begin to start promoting and launching this And the incubator and all this is a part of the package. So it's like a journey, so this is the live streaming journey. If you want to take it, underneath the umbrella as an executive producer. I mean, we wouldn't say this to the people, we would ask them about the show, but we would say these are the type of things that are included. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can start positioning for that. That's what I was asking about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 6 to 8 shows, I think legitimizes you, but you don't stop at 6 to 8. I think you continue to develop shows. But what you're
Mhm.
going to find though, and so just know this, everybody's not going to stay. Before y'all
Okay.
came on, we talked about people that are not here anymore. Raw Draw is not going to be here, and we're not going to have Andrea Crum is not going to do season 2 yet. So people decide not to do the next season, but I don't believe in a one-hit wonder. So I'm
Right.
like, if you better be trying to do another season. I mean, not for
Right.
me, for yourself, because everybody gonna look at you. You got 6 shows, really? I mean, that's how come I got how many shows? Because I keep doing them. Come this Thursday, I'm doing 7 back-to-back interviews for my shows. Because I need new content. Don't nobody want to keep going on there seeing my hair sticking up in the back. We're talking to whoever. So you need new content. So
Yeah.
even though you become an executive producer, you still gotta produce because the energy right now is around you. It ain't around the other people. But then if you do it well, you start creating that same energy for the other people. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I think and for the people who want to be executive producers, please make that an agenda item that we talk about it, because there are things that you can do. I mean, yep, I'm a believer. So let me just tell you, I'm a believer in brand extension. I don't want to build it. If I ain't got to build it, I don't want to build it. So I stay in my lane. I build TV, but why do I need to worry about it when Michelle got a magazine? It can produce a book for me, and so does Renata with Dreamspire TV. She got several magazines, and why do I need to build it? I don't believe in building. I believe in extending my brand. And so learn the power of brand extension. You don't have to build it all, but you do have to manage it all. And that's the difference. So.
That's a good point.
Okay.
I don't-
Anything else? Yes.
Have good manager skills to do this.
Okay. So I get Dr. Brenda ain't gonna be and good management. Okay. Go ahead, Michelle. Pause.
A little off topic if we're off of the,
Yeah.
So I think I talked about this a little bit more, but earlier, you got me so excited, Zandra, about the whole idea of strategizing as a group and branding and exposure. And last time I talked about the mental health summit that Michelle Demiria and I are doing. We're looking at exposure of close to 100,000 people through different avenues. Dr. Brenda's going to be on it. We've got a $77 package that normally doesn't include speaking, but because I'm special and I'm a sponsor, for $77, I can, you guys can do 20-minute speaking engagement, plus be in the magazine, plus there's tons and tons of exposure. So all around mental health, but in a positive way. It's called changing the conversation. So what we're doing is I'm just offering it out that you can have a huge audience by being a part of this show. Dondra, I think, already knows that I'm going to hit her up with a little bit bigger package. But what that will come with, and I won't take the time now because Dondra and I will talk about it, but what comes with that too is that we're talking about taking some of your shows, playing them within the summit, and having like an hour on the main stage of this new platform we have, streaming out live. So we're talking about some big exposure, and we're talking about a very, very, very important topic, because suicide and depression is going through the roof right now. So that's the conversation we're having, is all around mental health, and it's May 14, 15, 16. Like I say, we've already got Dr. Brenda on board, and I've got an appointment with Dr. Zandra in a couple of days.
I already know what that means. Did you see me
trying-
pick up my calendar? I might as well go on and block out. Let me go on. Oh,
So,
Jesus.
more information, yeah, just reach out to me, and I'd be happy to share, you know, the whole program. And we do have a brand new platform that we're going to offer up for people to use, that is like, makes Zoom look like child toy.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay.
We're not doing it on Zoom.
Okay.
So that's my thing.
All right. Listen, let me tell y'all something. $77 ain't nothing if it's in your neighborhood. I'm just saying to y'all that other people's platform, other people's audience, I've been taught that for the last 4 years of my life from the best, Angel Tussey. And I know that OPA and OPP works. That's all I do know. And I know that all of y'all have a strong message. Now, I ain't got no message on mental health. I just mentally, I need health. That's what I need. I ain't got no bed, but I can talk about something. I don't know.
Oh, I beg you to differ, Sandra. Beg to differ, because you know what? Right now, a lot of the mental health issues are around job loss, needing to pivot and shift. How do I survive?
Hey, now.
Those are the kind of conversations that we're wanting to have. Is people have hope, like there's hope in the world. There's hope that I can develop my own business. Yeah. So
I could do that.
You got a lot to talk about.
Okay, that's good. We'll talk about it on Friday. So
All
yeah, get in touch with Michelle if y'all want to be on that stage. You are, you know, I don't even know. What are the tickets just to attend?
Just $5 if you just want to attend. Now,
come on now. Okay, some kind of way, but you know, but I'd say the 77. Listen, it is power being on stage. The reason why we are even doing that virtual summit for ourselves, that's called Magnetize, is because this is not going away. So people need to know how to posture. People saying, I'll be looking so good. Didn't they Fanny say at your church yesterday? You know, I just believe in equipping. But I'm just saying, equip people for success here. And the way you equip people is give them the tools that they need, the necessary tools. So what Michelle is doing is timely. Let's get involved. Let's support our sister, because to me, again, this is a sisterhood. This is a tribe. We are a family. And our goal is to help each other, lift each other, undergird each other so that we can be successful. So I thank you. I love y'all so much. All right. Any closing?
Love you back.
Yeah. Anything else anybody got to say?
I just want to say it's such a pleasure to see you ladies, and thank you all for your prayers and everything. Mom is doing much better. She's up talking and keep calling, say I want to come home. So I just want to say thank you for the prayers. It really it helped me to stay strong in this process and help to heal her. So thank you.
And Fanny, I'll see you tomorrow.
Amen. Huh?
Fanny's on my podcast tomorrow, right? Do I have the right day?
It's March 3rd. Not tomorrow. Michelle, you've been getting these dates all. Let me see.
She said blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'll send out my Zoom link to you as soon as I get out.
It's Tuesday.
It's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. You're right. 1 p.m.
Yeah, this one's my podcast, and then on the 18th, I think it is, I'm on yours.
All right. This is cool. Listen, Lachelle, baby, get on back in Clubhouse and get 1.4 million people. So I could get on your stage and talk.
Amen.
1.4 million.
Amen. Well, you know, I do have David Meltzer, who's going to be on my podcast next Monday.
Yeah,
Nice.
So,
yeah.
yeah, God is good.
All the
And I
time.
was trying to get Grant. I sent him a DM, so I don't know.
Grant
But
Cardone.
I saw him on stage a couple times, and so I DM'd him when he was talking. You know, because they
All
wouldn't let
right.
me get on stage. So I was like, well, let me just DM him, okay?
There you
So,
go. I understand. Look, I
Mhm.
understand. Get it.
But
Get
that's
it.
how I
Get it.
got David Meltzer. I you know, reached out to him on LinkedIn. So it can happen, you know,
Oh no,
just
it is going to happen because
yeah.
all of them people, who I want to get, Glenn Lundy. I want
Yeah,
him to,
you
I
know,
want to
he
interview
reached
him.
out to me too, but I haven't got it. I told him every time I cut right to the chase. You know, y'all have valuable content. I would love to have you on my show.
Yeah,
I haven't heard back
definitely.
from him yet. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get through them
Yeah.
because I got the end connection. So we'll get to
Mhm.
them. We
Yeah,
walk
and
them
when y'all
down
get
little
on
by
them
little.
stages, I'm telling y'all, don't be afraid to ask a question or
Yeah.
whenever people invite you on stage, go. I don't care if you just gotta give them an infomercial about something,
I'm
whatever.
trying to tell you.
I'm telling you, you just,
Hey,
I
and
mean,
the silent
yeah.
room. The silent room does talk after a while, and they ask for people to come on stage. I jumped on that stage.
Oh, okay. I haven't been in the silent room.
There's a
Which
room
one is
called the
that?
silent room.
Oh,
Yes,
they ain't
silent
nobody saying a word, and about every 15 minutes they come and go. We're taking 15 people on stage to introduce who you are and what you do. It's the silent stage, and all you do is go
Wow.
through everybody's profile, and then you connect people. Let me tell you something.
Oh
This
wow.
Clubhouse, I'm a baby boomer with
Yeah,
millennial
it's off
tendencies,
the
baby.
chain.
I'm trying to get it, but it's a lot to it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mhm.
All right, y'all.
Sandra, you had a point about this, the thing you were gonna make about the calling.
Oh yes, listen, y'all. I did want to say this. So how we love to be a tribe, right? I use group texting. But when I use group texting, I always tell you to be mindful of your response because I want you not to respond to everybody. Respond back to me. So moving forward, and this is for your own business when you get your own producers under you. We do group texting, but I pretty much do that group texting. Like to say, okay, here's what's going on, but then we seem to take that group text and then we start using it for everything that we're talking about. Please, please, please be mindful because our phones is blowing up and we want to hear like everything that's going on. But that's why you'll see a lot of times I'll take myself out and I'll go directly to the person and say something because I don't want to, just be replying, happy face or sad face or praying face. It just get to be overwhelming. So, which I'll be mindful of that moving forward and know that if I do send a group text, I always put in there, be mindful of your response because it's an entire group and try not to use, your response there. Just come directly back to me. And if you get a group text going, have a group text, again, if we respond to somebody's group text, respond only to the person that started it. That'll just help us out to be able to manage through all of this. Because Clubhouse is ringing and Texas is ringing, and maybe that's that baby boomer in me. It's saying it's too much ringing. Which one is it? All right. So that's it for me. Peace. Y'all have a good week.
All right. Talk to you tomorrow,
bye-bye.
Michelle.
All right. I'll be there Friday, y'all. We'll see y'all Friday.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'll see you Friday.
Okay. Bye-bye, y'all.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.